Shinsuke Nakamura picked up a win a couple of weeks ago in the six-man tag match where he teamed with Hit Row against Legado del Fantasma. So tonight, an opportunity to take on the leader of Legado. That would be Santos Escobar. And tonight, Friday Night SmackDown on Fox is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Zelina Vega, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wilde, representing Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar!
Santos Escobar from Mexico City in this first-round matchup of the SmackDown World Cup on Fox. Earlier today, Escobar razor-focused.
Messing with Legado del Fantasma is reckless. I'm not just going to represent Mexico tonight. I am going to show Shinsuke Nakamura how we deal with reckless people where it comes from. Si juegas con lumbre, te vas a quemar.
As this matchup gets underway, I do want to quickly mention New Year's Day for Shinsuke Nakamura. He will be in Japan in what many are calling a dream match, one-on-one versus the great Muta. Muta, of course, part of his retirement tour. That'll be at the Budokan Hall. Shinsuke versus Muta, New Year's Day. But now tonight, Nakamura will focus on Escobar to advance to the semifinals of the SmackDown World Cup exclusively here on Fox.
A lot of World Cups going on right now, Cole. I know you'll be watching on Sunday for the Cricket World Cup final, England versus Pakistan.
And
shout out to the Barmy Army.
And of course, the SmackDown World Cup on Fox being held in conjunction with the Soccer World Cup, or football, for the rest of the world.
All gone World Cup crazy, hasn't it, right now?
FIFA World Cup.
I'm down for
Oh, Escobar with a nice drop kick to Nakamura. Tell me about and educate us about Santos Escobar, who you spent plenty of time calling his matches at NXT.
Yes, indeed. Big fan of this individual, a man of wealth and taste. Just an example of high-class savagery. One part Don Quixote, one part Tony Montana, all parts amazing superstar.
Nakamura outside the ring. Escobar up to the apron. Escobar with a kick to the face of Nakamura. And Shinsuke taking out Escobar.
Interestingly enough, these two actually did battle about 15 years ago at CMLL in Mexico.
Renewing that rivalry here tonight.
A lot of miles on the clock since then. Not sure you could really read too much into those results.
And Shinsuke is taken over. Who is going to advance in the SmackDown World Cup on Fox? First round matchup, SmackDown World Cup here exclusively on Fox. It is Santos Escobar of Legado del Fantasma in control of Shinsuke Nakamura. And there is the prestigious World Cup that will be won here by the winner of this tournament. Decided in 3 weeks. Also an opportunity at Gunther in the Intercontinental Championship for the eventual winner.
What a huge prize that is, and what a way for Santos Escobar to continue building an empire here on SmackDown.
Well, he's got to get by Nakamura first, who's trying to get feeling back into his leg, and now Nakamura on the attack. Shinsuke Nakamura, former winner of the Royal Rumble and NXT World Champion, Intercontinental United States Champion as well.
You could go on for the next hour about all the accolades and championships that Nakamura has won, but wouldn't he just love to add the SmackDown World Cup?
And right here, vintage Shinsuke Nakamura, and sliding German suplex, and Nakamura back into the ring. Here's the cover to knock off Escobar in advance, and a kick out at 2.
Nakamura just an erratic, elusive individual. Moves like this, so hard to game plan for. No one else quite pulls it off like Nakamura.
Escobar, a second-generation superstar, his dad, El Fantasma. In fact, the name of the group, Legado del Fantasma, paying honor to his dad. It means ghost. It's a tribute to his father.
100 years of lucha tradition has gone into building Legado del Fantasma.
Oh, and right to the injured knee that Escobar has been working on throughout this matchup. And now looking to put Nakamura away. Going to roll him up, going to tie him up, shoulders down, and a kick at 2 by Nakamura as Zelina and company look on. And Nakamura now off the second rope. There's that flying knee. Escobar is down, but Nakamura clearly in pain. Drags himself to the cover, doesn't hook the leg, and Escobar kicks it 2.
Nakamura looking in pure agony as the serpentine-like Vega spitting venom at ringside.
And what a key part Vega has become for this group.
There's no weaknesses in Legado del Fantasma.
Escobar, couple of kicks have stunned Nakamura.
No weakness in the offense of Santos Escobar either.
Well, Escobar's a high flyer, but he also a very powerful individual as well. And now Nakamura looking to put Escobar away. Nakamura off the throw, gaining momentum. May have Escobar where he wants him.
They get a feeling back in that lower leg too.
Perhaps looking for Kinshasa.
Cruz del Toro interjecting, Joaquin Wild, pair of high-flying hyenas.
From behind, Escobar rolling up Nakamura, who kicks out at 2.
Oh, he's the stealing one.
Nakamura caught him on the other side. Escobar's down. And now Nakamura's ready to go. And now it's Zelina up on the apron, and Wild able to drag Escobar out of the ring.
Pays to have familia in this game.
Baseball slide. And Shinsuke sends Escobar back into the ring. And look at this. Oh, my goodness. Del Toro runs into a knee.
Shinsuke cleaning out the troops. Now Escobar solo in the ring. And right for the pickings.
And Nakamura off the kick, going to find himself going to the top rope. Escobar going to meet him there with a kick to the ear.
Since Nakamura's just been overwhelmed at ringside during this match.
Yeah, just too many bodies. The numbers game catching up to Nakamura. And now Escobar with Nakamura on his shoulders, in trouble. Santos Escobar with a phantom driver. And the cover by Escobar, who advances to the semifinals of the SmackDown World Cup on Fox.
Here is your winner, Santos Escobar!
Escobar and company are going to be a problem because of the numbers, and we saw that come into play here tonight. Nakamura, as you said, Wade, just overwhelmed.
Just a perfectly executed game plan as the Empire continues to grow. Nakamura doing everything right in this matchup, but he was just spread too thinly by the numbers game of Legado del Fantasma.
The Phantom Driver by Escobar will drive Escobar into the semifinals of the SmackDown World Cup on Fox, in the beginning of dominance, perhaps, for Legado del Fantasma. Force to be reckoned with. Well, ladies and